The 7 seed 76ers trying to even the best of 7 against Embiid in the lineup after the appendectomy on April.
Number 0, Tyrese.
What does he have in store? He's Reggie Miller, game 4, and Joel Embiid joins.
I'd much rather have the big fella on the floor to throw him.
Josh Tibbett is our crew chief. Ed Malloy, Mark Lindsay also working the game. Kata begins.
Begin to see how his conditioning is. Nice job by Kata.
Screen set by Embiid on Brown. Maxey getting inside. Embiid first touch to the basket, and he draws it.
Look at that extra dribble by Tatum. Late rotation over. Nice find with his hard screen. And Embiid responded. Boy, these fans, they have been clamoring to see the big fella.
33-11 in that 6-game series, so no stranger to it. He's got both. Zora will give you the details as we go through this first quarter about Embiid's return to play after the surgical procedure done on April 9th. Tatum, Hauser, fake for a 3, and a Hauser 2 is off. They're rare. So many of his shots are from deep. Kelly in the lineup tonight with his injury gets the start for Philadelphia. Embiid screens again with Maxey. Embiid thinking about it, taking it. Rebound by Tatum, who played in game 3. It's less than a year after the Achilles surgery, the rupture, the repair, the return. Brown from the top.
That one with Brown, he was in a drop at the free throw line, which gave up that wide open air ball look for Brown.
Paul George, no rebounds in game 3. Working from the outside, taking White. Edge come out of the corner for 3. Hauser on the really team on the floor. It's a good team.
Oh, yeah.
Really good team. They just haven't been together much. And they bring it together on a moment's notice. White works inside. Kata, 2 dunks.
These big guys like White and then Brown, they're so good in the high screen and rolls of probing the defense. Look at that. Look how many pump fakes there is right there by Joel Embiid.
Tracy McGrady attended in the pregame show. It's just a difference. Like the ball is just not going up and down the floor. Kata, the screen out top, and Embiid fouls him on the way to the back of the free throw line.
Well, much better start for Kata. Remember, he had already picked up 2 fouls the last 2 ball games and was on the bench. He does have that 1 foul, but the back pick from Kata, sending Tyrese Maxey to the floor here. Your head has to be on a swivel.
Kata splits the pair. Conversation here, Mark Lindsay and Eddie Malloy. It's 2 on Kata. Vucevic already at the table to come in. All 3 officials in conversation about the... So all of 2.5 minutes before Kata gets to the bench here in game 4.
And this is what Embiid brings to your team. This is
athletes are for that type of surgery. Zora will have those details here in a bit.
He is padded up. We've seen that right there. Look at his knees as well.
Times an all-star, 5 times all-NBA. In addition to the MVP we mentioned earlier. Vucevic curled as he's in now for Kata. Tatum from the outside working on Paul George. Spins, turns. Shot off the mark. Embiid the board for Philly. Here is Oubre. Settling in for 3. Jaylen Brown's got the Celtics 2 of 5 early on. Want to watch White in his 3s. Been cold from deep during the season and the series so far. Brown, White, 3. Not even close.
He's 6 now for White.
Paul George working on White. Taking a little step back 2.
Yeah, but I like it in that mid-range area.
Brown trying to get inside, got hooked by George. A lot of contact, no call. 3 Sixers the other way. Oubre, Embiid!
I want to say he's moving all right.
And the place is alive with everything he does. Hard hedge out on Tatum. Vucevic rolls, clock at 8. This one off the back. Maxey their top scorer. Top 5 scorer in the league. Different feel offensively here from Philadelphia. Oubre on the spin on Hauser. To the basket, can't finish.
With the run and finish. What a start here for Joel.
At least the first 4.5 minutes. Out to bump White. Edgecombe one more. Oubre Trey. Philly has opened from deep. George and Tatum physically with each other. Look over at Mark Lindsay by Paul George. The official said, you're playing physical too. Vucevic, no. Second try, yes.
How good was for those early foul troubles with Keita. 31 minutes.
George and Embiid, a little two-man game. Embiid gonna go at.
That's too easy. Too easy for the big.
Absolutely. You know, the days of positionless basketball, Reg, every point in this game's been scored by a center. Whether Vucevic and Keita for Boston or Embiid for Philadelphia. It remains that way. Use him in this game tonight.
Well, the good thing that Coach Nurse had in his pocket is that they played a lot of games without him. And inserting him is a little bit easier because he's such a huge target down low. Here again, look at all the attention that comes his way once he gets 2 feet in the paint.
Brayton, no. Peyton Pritchard checking into a lot of attention to Brown. Pritch, deep three. Nope. White the back tap. Brown the retee. Celtics surrounded that three-point line. Edgecombe got a hand on it. 5-on-4 advantage. Boston, late clock, Vucevic. Rebound, Pritchard inside.
Already something that if you're Joe Mazzulla, you know you're going to take anywhere from 45 to 50 threes. The threes aren't falling early on for the Celtics.
Edgecombe with a fake.
Up some pockets for Edgecombe and Maxey.
On the switch here, it's the other way around, and Edgecombe has to take the foul on Vucevic inside.
Look at this, gets into the free throw line. And again, a little pump fake back, kind of fooled Pritchard altogether.
When you watch the Sixers on most nights.
Well, the good thing about playoff basketball, it slows down, becomes a little bit more half court. So that will favor having Embiid back.
And Boston plays at the slowest pace in the league. Tatum was held, and that's Edgecombe's second foul here. He's a rookie. He had a polite conversation with veteran official Ed Malloy.
You could tell that's a rook right there. So nice, cordial, sir. I mean, Ed Malloy was probably loving that conversation.
Pritchard working inside. Bounce to Garza. Let everybody go by and got hit.
Fouls, you went to the backup in Vucevic, and now Luka Garza manning the middle.
Boston Celtics made history when they selected to pave the way for generations of players to come. That QR code there, NBA.com. You can learn more about those players. Gar's playoff win in Celtics history. That's saying a lot. They've been in so many series. Philly comes back with the 14-point Game 2 win. George had a good one in that one. Knocks down. Those are the nights the C's get it done.
Actually has not taken a shot yet here in this first quarter.
The good defender Jordan Walsh on him. Tatum guarding Oubre. Corner pitch, a corner three for Drummond. That clinched the play-in game to slide Philadelphia up to the 7th spot. Pritchard feeling it. Do it again! Why does everybody who hits a dagger three look at you? Oh wait, I know why. They've watched you do it on YouTube 1,000 times. Paul George trying to do it again. Tatum the rebound. Celtics move court. Tatum spinning, feeling it. Tatum to the basket.
Initially.
Jordan Walsh, good defender. Give it Maxey. Oh, he can handle. Little fade and fling. Nothing. Shot clock violation. No Brown. Tatum leads the charge. Pritchard's been good off the bench. In fact, the Celtics bench has 13 to the Boston 20. Tatum stepping back, got fouled. Drummond. DiVincenzo of Minnesota, the torn Achilles. And much like DiVincenzo is going to the hospital for special surgery in New York, according to the reports, to have his Achilles operated on by Dr. Martin O'Malley. That's what happened with Jason Tatum after his injury on May 12th. New medical procedures and practices that really help elite athletes get back quicker. And it's amazing to watch what Tatum's doing on the floor in these playoffs.
Yeah, in my conversations with Jason, that's exactly what he said. That's exactly it, Mike. That nice, solid screen there. by the big fella. Cleared up Maxey.
Vucevic was flashing inside, had a size advantage. Pritchard couldn't get it to him, but it went in for two of his own. And beat Maxey again, same deal. Maxey leaving for Embiid, coming our way.
Did you see the behind-the-back pass just kind of loses its target to Joel?
Nick Nurse was looking defensively, get some attention on Pritchard. It's Oubre guarding Tatum. With Vucevic setting the screen, and Tatum, high-arcing three. Baylor Shireman in the game. Walsh, one more. Vucevic. Ford hits the deck. Celtics get another shot. Tatum for three. Shireman reaching, one more. Tatum. Pritchard, corner three.
It's the second and third looks that killed us in game 3. We cannot give up so many offensive rebounds to a lethal shooting Boston Celtics team.
Boston has 6 offensive boards. Philly has none. Vucevic.
Offensive glass, and the bench absolutely loving it.
Drafted by the Sixers, 16th overall. Chicago. And now finally, after not many chances to taste the postseason, coming off the late ring finger injury in this. Embiid sees 2 and he lost the ball. Pritchard, good move to get out of traffic. Tatum at Barlow. Shireman a free three. Lefty knocked it down. More than the Sixers, 60.
It's been the defense for Boston, creating turnovers, off to the races. Offensive foul on Embiid.
Good call, the elbow was high.
Walsh fighting over, yeah, that's a high elbow right to the shoulder, chin area of Walsh.
Richard leads Vucevic, one more. Walsh and triple. The Celtics bench
has traveled well down here to Philly.
Into the quarter. Foul to give for the C's. Maxey to Embiid. Philly needs it. Embiid got it. Joel, final 6.5. Pritchard time. So good at the end of quarters. Is he going to do it again? Is he going to do it again? He did it again! Mike Tirico, Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, Zora Stevenson. The Celtics continue their first quarter dominance in this series as they have taken a 34-18 lead on Philadelphia. With defensive 3 seconds, and Shireman lingering in the last 10 points. The bad news is the rest of the team's 3 of 13 for 8 points.
On the flip side for Boston, think about this. You've got Jaylen Brown, who is Eric White, a starter, goose egg, and you're up 16 plus.
Wow.
I mean, amazing. That shows you the depth of Joe Mazzulla in this Boston team.
Grimes checking in for Philly. Embiid a 3, it's off. Rebound by in this game. Pritchard had the hot quarter. Tied his career high for first quarter points. That time the length of Barlow able to deflect it. The hit ahead to Barlow. Had nothing. Embiid joins the play. Rimmed it out. Paul George the guard on Brown. Tatum played the whole first quarter. Brown had a long break. Doesn't make his second attempt of the night. It's 5-on-3 the other way if Philly goes. George bumped by Hauser. One more to Edgecombe. DJ off on the
0 for 5 in game 1.
Has a good game in game 2 with 30 points.
That's where he found his stroke. 6 of 10 from downtown.
Shireman stepping back. He missed the 3. Embiid, the Embiid, George, Edgecombe, the starters. Quentin Grimes and Barlow on the floor as Embiid misses. It's here the phone's ringing on WIP, Philadelphia Sports Talk. Was it right to bring him back already? Foul.
Talking about. So there is going to be a little bit level of frustration, but you got to play through it. And as a player, there's one thing that, especially on the road, you got to start doing Philadelphia the right things. They're getting stops, but offensively their rhythm will start to go. But it's sometimes a death sentence when you're up early because it gives the team a lot of time, a lot of missed free throws here.
See at the line, if Jaylen Brown to miss a pair, an 80% shooter, grabs your attention. Door stays ajar a bit. Here it's George. He's off. He wants to take matters into his hands. Shireman off on the three. This quarter has started with two cold teams. Brown tries to change it, and he does. 18-point Boston lead. Embiid swings it. Hauser guarding. The rookie VJ Edgecombe doing work. Cannot. 15 minutes, 19 points for Philadelphia. Not enough in a game 4 when you're down 2-1. Brown lost it. Got it back, 6 to shoot. Pritchard doing the dribble dance. Triple time.
Not right. He's one of those players from Oregon that 4 state championships in the state of Oregon. Oh, down goes Drummond.
As the three is hit from outside by a ton of pain. As Kevin Johnson walks down there with him, and you mentioned Adem Bona, who started the first 3 games of this series. With Drummond coming off the bench. Bona checks in. Drummond heads to the locker room.
Oh, man.
Inside for more.
He's straight.
Pritchard has 18. Part of a great start by the Celtics bench, although he is the 6th man of the year. And often will close games for Joe Mazzulla. Maxey is trying to get some rhythm. Inside for Bona. Turned it over.
In expeditions, you see him on YouTube doing. Doesn't even bring the ball to his left hand.
High school in Oregon, 4 state titles. College star in the Pacific Northwest. That time, White has it taken away by Grimes to the basket. Quentin Grimes, Sixers team, just 6 points here in the first 5.5 of the second quarter. Pritchard left 3. That one off. Slapped.
Oh, yes.
Asking the chef if he likes food. Of course he does. Ask Reg if he likes a heat check. Absolutely. Come on. Okay, can the Sixers get some flow and offense? Grimes had a dunk. Missed the 3. Bona trying to get back home up 3-1. Brown sees 2. Pritchard again. Closeout comes. He goes to the lane and finds Brown for 3. By Jaylen Brown. Maxey and Edgecombe, not a lot of shots. Just 6 for them in the first quarter and a half. That's 8 possessions on some Sixer nights. George. Edgecombe and Maxey each has 1 field goal. Can't win a playoff game like that. Hauser lines it up. White keeps it alive. Offensive glass killing the Sixers. Hauser a 3.
Exactly what Nick Nurse says. You can't give up offensive rebounds, which results in 3s.
And those second chance points you see on the screen. Grimes, nice feed. And Adem Bona.
Full first quarter. Getting ready to check in himself.
See if he gets Pritchard. Pritchard's pass for Brown. Maxey guarding. Hauser, still time on the clock. Sam inside. Wanted the call. Sixers the other way. Grimes bumped by Pritchard. Behind the back to Bona. Over, guys. Yet Boston is up 17.
Shows you the depth. And that's something that they've hung their hat on all season long, playing 11, 12 guys, developing guys, especially during the absence of Tatum early on.
A moving screen.
Rebound. We have got to rebound. Multiple choice words there as he was telling them. And it's exactly what he told us, right, in our meeting earlier today. We've got to rebound the basketball. And I go back to the first quarter when the Celtics had like 4 offensive rebounds in a row. That's not something he wants to see.
No doubt, so the offensive rebound, they've missed 20 shots on the night. The foul was on Tatum. It's his first. Kelly Oubre comes to the line for 2.
But Boston has out-rebounded them in every game this season, or excuse me, this series. Behind the arc, if you give a team 2 or 3 different looks, This is how they're going to make you pay, because they're so good at shooting that three. And what did Nick Nurse say? 1, maybe 2 from those offensive rebounds.
Tatum with Vucevic. Oh, nice patience by Tatum. Embiid, second effort. Step back to the line. Can White get hot? Yes, he can. 5 of 26 from deep until that one, and add to the second chance points after the Embiid deflection. 18-point game. Kelly Oubre inside. His second effort. Boston on the glass. And with a pep in their step, Tatum lost it. Pushed to the ground as he got hit and contacted.
He's almost 20 games in. He is making some of the same moves he made last year during the playoffs.
Exactly, Red. 20 games, 16 in the regular season. Game 4 now here in the postseason for Tatum. Brown still looking to get going, still struggling. 1 of 5. Boston's plus 18 in this game 4. Maxey, he can't get going, but he got fouled. Vucevic hits him on the way to the goal. Maxey at the line here for 2, 89% shooter. As he does that, we'll tell you the playoff schedule continues. It'll be the first to the final 8. Tomorrow on NBC and Peacock, Orlando tries to go up 3-1 at home against the 1 seed Detroit. The 1 seed Oklahoma City tries to close out Phoenix. That game's on Peacock and NBCSN. Orlando, it's Minnesota-Denver in game 5 of that headline-making series. Tatum, a 3, is off. Keep you updated as we get busy here tonight, tomorrow night, and Tuesday night at the Garden for Knicks Atlanta, game 5. It is 3-on-1. Brown to the basket. Can't finish. One of the stars in the Celtics are struggling. Can the Sixers take advantage? Embiid denied. The great blocking effort.